Get started.
Okay, James Fritz, 271 Crutcher Road. First, I have a correction to make. You know, I said that Maccabees moved because the owner of the property doubled the lease. That turned out to be false. The owner called me up. He watched it on Joe's film and said that the rent had been exactly the same from beginning to end. There was a clause in it to raise it by the inflation rate as defined by the Consumer Price Index. But he said he realized these were troubled times, so he hadn't raised it. And he has a new client moving in, a new tenant, and he's keeping the price the same. So hats off to him. Correction, I do try to be very accurate, and if I make a mistake and find out about it, I do correct it. You know, my motto is, if you can't trust your local gold prospector, political activist, who can you possibly trust? So anyway, second subject. The terrible carnage in India shows that the world is a very dangerous place. And I'd like to thank Joe and Security Services Northwest for training police, military, port officials, and various other groups to make the country safer, and so that we have professionals that know how to act in case of an emergency. You know, senior citizens, what do they want? They want, if there's a medical emergency, that the aid vehicle gets there in 3 or 4 minutes and is able to take them to a hospital. The other thing they want is security, that nobody burglars their house, kicks in the front door, or no terrorist attacks. So I think we vastly underestimated the important role that Security Services Northwest plays in Jefferson County, the Pacific Northwest, and I hope you'll reconsider your position towards them. I think it's reasonable that paramilitary exercise aren't going on after 10 o'clock at night or before, say, 7 in the morning. But I think that training people is an absolute necessity, and I think the world is going to get very much worse and more dangerous, and we do need Security Services Northwest. Thanks. Third subject. Again, wouldn't it be nice to have an extra $6 million in your budget? Of course it would. If people had started 8-10 years ago making this a sustainable, self-sufficient economy, you'd have it. You wouldn't have to let anybody off. I'd like to propose a business council, a council of businessmen, to work with you to broaden out our tax base and create legitimate jobs and do what we can to make the best of a bad situation. Thanks.
Thank you.